Should you rent or should you buy? Today we're diving into one of the most debated topics in the world of personal finance and property. Now, if you've ever looked for advice on this, you'll find that the two loudest voices out there are Cardone and Dave Ramsey, and they both have entirely different views, so let's take a deeper look. Good day, Samuel can win here. Now, let me give you some context. Dave Ramsey strongly believes in owning a home debt-free, and he says that any debt is a financial trap. Then there's Cardone, who insists that buying a home to live in is rarely a wise move and argues that homes don't pay you. Funny enough, I've actually been influenced by both of these giants. In fact, for the first 3 years of my marriage, I lived by Dave Ramsey's debt-free principles, paying down my student loan aggressively. Later on, as my focus shifted toward building wealth, I found myself adopting more of Cardone's approaches, literally leveraging mortgage products to purchase property and grow a management portfolio. So who's right? Well, that depends on you. You see, the truth is renting versus buying isn't a one-size-fits-all decision. It's about aligning your choice with your values and long-term goals. Now, different people, even the experts, will have different advice. And the key is figuring out what aligns best with you and your own life's journey. Let me share a bit more about my journey. You see, when I first got married, I was 100% on board with Dave Ramsey's philosophy. I wanted zero debt, and thanks to that focus, I knocked out my student loan, and it felt great. But as I learned more about property, I started exploring the ideas that Cardone promotes, mainly using other people's money or mortgages to acquire properties that would generate cash flow and grow in value. Then in 2019, I actually had the chance to meet Cardone in person, which gave me a deeper insight into his philosophy. He firmly believes in renting the space where you live and focusing your capital towards investments that produce returns. Instead of just focusing on owning something, he advocates focusing on leveraging what you own to ensure you build wealth. So literally, it all starts with understanding your goals. So before choosing whether to rent or buy, ask yourself this question: what are my primary goals? Or additionally, are you looking for financial freedom or to eliminate debt? Are you looking to build assets or maybe to have a stable home base for your family? You see, your unique goals should shape this decision, not a blanket rule that you picked up from your favorite guru at the time. You see, with renting, there are certain advantages. Now, renting, as Cardone suggests, can be incredibly freeing. It can give you flexibility. It can reduce maintenance responsibilities and allow you to save or invest more money for things that could actually generate cash flow. For example, instead of putting down a large deposit on a home, renting could allow you to use that same capital to invest in assets that make you money, like property or even stocks. Now, with buying, there are also advantages, and one of the big ones is the stability of owning your own home, which is exactly what Dave Ramsey advocates. You see, if debt is something that you're absolutely against, then buying a home you can afford could give you a sense of security, knowing it's yours and yours alone. And once you're mortgage free, your monthly expenses go down significantly. And now you're investing in something that isn't just a roof over your head, but a tangible asset that may also appreciate over time. For me, following both approaches at different stages of life helped me see the strengths of each. With Ramsey's debt-free approach, it provided me with a foundation to eliminate debt and to save. But Cardone's approach allowed me to expand and build assets. In the end, it's not about blindly following one strategy, but choosing the one that fits your current goals and your long-term vision. This is what Dave Ramsey's approach looks like. It's the home that represents stability and ownership, a secure place that's yours and yours alone. And this is Cardone's approach: investment flexibility. Instead of locking all your money into a home, you have the capital to grow through different investments. Now, if you're struggling to decide how to select the approach at any time that is right for you, you can use my buy/rent decision matrix. Now, this matrix is a simple matrix that can help you to see exactly how it all works. And the way that it works is quite simply let's start by depicting you or I at the front of this matrix. And what we're basically going to do is we're going to have two columns. One column which symbolizes our ability to buy, and another column that symbolizes our ability to rent. Now, whichever column we choose, there are going to be steps associated with those columns. And what we do is we fill in these steps with the pros and or cons of each of the particular paths. So if you want to rent, one of the benefits is that it's a lower upfront cost. So that would be one of the pros that you'd write inside the steps, lower upfront cost. Now, an additional thing is because it's a lower upfront cost, that could enable you to free up funds. So again, that will go in this column, free up funds, to invest in other things that you may be interested in, like I mentioned earlier on in this video. Now, on the other hand, when we look at the pros and cons of buying, we might have, first and foremost, stability. That might be something of interest to you, to have a stable residence which you and your family own or live in. Another benefit might be the single fact that you're going to pay off debt. So you'll have debt reduction over the long haul, because over the long term, whilst you pay down your deposit and then pay down your mortgages, what you're going to basically have is a house unencumbered, which means mortgage free, and then obviously your expenses reduce. Now, the last benefit for you might just be asset ownership, where you know that you own that asset outright for you and your family in the future. Now, using the buy/rent decision matrix, what you end up with is a whole bunch of steps that lead to, whether it be pros or cons, that lead in the direction of your primary goal. And what you should do is write your goal right here at the top, whatever that may be. Now, your goal may be financial freedom, or you may have a completely different goal. Now, the objective when you use the buy and rent decision matrix is for you to outline your specific pros and cons for each of these paths, and then to determine which of these leads specifically to the goal that you desire. So for example, renting might lead to financial freedom faster for you, whereas buying may lead to stability faster for you. The key is to utilize this so you know exactly what aligns with your goals. So, should you rent or should you buy? The answer lies in understanding your unique goals and how you want to use your resources. You see, renting could offer you the freedom to invest, while buying could provide you the security of ownership. But in both cases, remember that there's wisdom in seeking counsel and aligning with your values and embracing principles that move you toward your financial future. Take some time today to think about your long-term vision. Are you aiming for financial flexibility, or is security your priority right now? Maybe it's a mix of both. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's figure this out together. The choice between buying and renting isn't black and white. It's about aligning your actions with your true goals. Life is too short to just follow trends. So seek counsel, understand what works for you, and remember that both renting and buying can be powerful when they're part of a well thought out plan. I hope this helped clarify the path forward for you, and if you'd like to see how to take your renting or buying opportunities more seriously, then go and watch this video, and remember that small keys open up big doors.